If you're looking for realistic Nigerian family meal prep ideas that actually works for a busy week, you are in the right place. Today, I'm cooking simple meals my family enjoys, from grilled turkey, mashed potato, sesame rice to Nigerian spinach stew, and also kid-friendly stir fry. You are in the right place. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing how I prepare simple Nigerian meals for the week, which are the real realistic meals I actually cook for my family, and they help save time during busy weekdays. I already prepped most of my ingredients to save time, and I always adjust meals to fit my family, especially for picky eaters who don't like onions and so on. This is how I make our weekly meals stress-free and enjoyable. First, I'm grilling my turkey. Grilling is one of my favorite ways to cook protein because it's healthier and still very flavorful. I usually make a larger batch and store it in the fridge so it can be paired with different meals throughout the week. If you're meal prepping, allow the turkey to cool completely before storing to keep it juicy. Next is mashed potatoes. This is a simple side that works well with grilled meat and stews. I keep the seasoning mild so it pairs easily with different meals. Mashed potatoes re-eat best when covered, and adding a little butter or milk helps bring back the texture, and this looks really fresh. Next is my Nigerian authentic spinach stew. Guys, we don't joke with spinach stew in my house. And for this meal, I'm making this Nigerian spinach stew really good. Normally, I added kale. I'm not really a fan of kale, so I added kale, and I must say it is really good. It is nutritious, it is filling, and perfect for family meals. This is one of those dishes that tastes even better after a day or two. And one tips about spinach is that spinach still freezes very well, so this is great option if you like cooking in batches. The only thing I didn't do a day before this cooking day is planning myself ahead, prepping the veggies for my sesame rice, and this is what I'm doing right now: cutting the carrot. I will be cutting the bell peppers and getting ready for the sesame rice. And guys, as we all know, as we are cooking, we are cleaning. That is what I have been telling my viewers on my channel. I have another video like part 1, part 2 and 3 on my channel. The link is down below on the description. Guys, feel free to check it out. That is where I talked everything about how I plan myself ahead for my family for the week, how I plan, the time saving strategies, the planning, the prepping, everything you need to know for us, especially if you are a busy mom. Please check it out and you will not regret that you did. And guys, I also have other video on family meal prep for the week, for your family for 1 week. I also have what to cook for your family for a whole week on my channel, and feel free to check it out. The link will be in the description and you are good to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some spices to my spinach. I have some efo spices which gives a very good flavor to my efo spinach stew, but it is called efo. I'm going to add crayfish. Are you a lover of crayfish like mine? Let me know in the comment section because I really love crayfish. Don't be surprised that I'm still coming back to add more crayfish to this my spinach stew. So now I'm going to add my turkey, some of the turkey that I grilled earlier, but this I'm adding in the spinach. I didn't grill it, so I'm going to be adding it. And feel free to use any protein of choice. If you have smoked fish, dry fish, in fact they are really good when making traditional meals like spinach stew. I'm going to go ahead and stir that together, and voila, add more crayfish to it if you want, but if you don't really like crayfish, then you can skip it. Now my veg is ready for the sesame rice. I'm just planning to make sure that everything is in order, which is part of what you will see in my video. Please check it out in the description. And guys, you all know, if you have been my viewers and you have been watching my video, you will know that on this channel, as we are cooking, we are cleaning. As we are cooking, we are cleaning. So that is all about what you will see on my family meal prep whenever it comes up on my channel. If you are still here, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for stopping by. I am really, really grateful. I will go ahead and add my spinach and the kale and add it in. If you are still watching at this very moment, I would like to say thank you so much for always coming back. I am really, really grateful for you guys, to everyone that keeps coming back to my channel. You are the real MVP. Please don't forget to like this video, as this like will go a long way and makes YouTube to share it to more people. Thank you so, so much. Now I'm going back to my mashed potato. The potato is now soft and I'm going to press it a bit. I'll go ahead and add my milk to it, and then add every other ingredient that I need. Mashed potato is not that hard. The only thing you need is just to cut it into sizes, like evenly sized chunks, so they cook evenly. Just place it in the pot, cover it with cold water, and then add a pinch of salt and bring it to a boil. After it is soft, you can then pour out the water and let the potato steam for like 1 minute so that it can remove excess moisture. Then you can now go ahead and add butter and mash it with potato masher, or maybe use a riser for like extra smooth texture if you want. As you can see, I'm using a spatula because I already know what I'm going for. So, but you can use the extra riser for that extra smooth texture. Then you can then go ahead and add, like, warm the milk, okay, slightly, just slightly, then mix it gradually until you reach your own desired creaminess. This is my own desired creaminess, but you can just add it until you reach your own desired creaminess. Okay, you will go ahead and add some salt, some pepper, and then these are not really, like, it is a bit optional. Okay, you can also add in some roasted garlic or sour milk if you want, but they are optional. I only added some salt, some pepper for spiciness, and it is really, really good. It came out so good and yummy. Next meal we are going to be making is like what I call kid friendly stir fry. No onions. Does it mean that I didn't add onions? Let's keep going. For my children, I'm making this very simple stir fry without onions. For me, I focus more on color, texture, and mild seasoning to suit picky eaters, because I call them picky eaters. Okay, because this makes it easier for them to enjoy vegetables without noticing too much. Let me give you one tips about this stir fry. If you have picky eaters, try adding vegetables in small amounts and mixing them into familiar food. Bakam. So, will you give this stir fry a try? Let me know down below. Finally, my meals for today, the final meals for today is sesame rice. Okay, I'm making sesame shrimp rice. I already, cook the rice ahead of time. This helps save time. Okay, for the sesame rice, I will only start by frying the shrimp. If I have any other thing I'm adding to the sesame rice, like if I have meat, it depends, or chicken breast, I will fry them ahead. Okay, then I will add, like, start by adding my added vegetable first before softer ones like bell pepper, and then finally I will then go ahead and mix the rice with it. Voila, you are good to go. No stress, no nothing, just simple as like ABC. That's all. Let me give you one tips about this sesame rice Using day old rice really helps prevent the rice from becoming soggy when frying. I told you earlier that I have already cooked this rice earlier just to save time. I cooked the rice the same day. That rice is not a day rice, but this is why I'm saying it like that. If you really want to enjoy sesame rice, use a day old rice, or maybe if you have any leftover rice in the fridge for like 3 days or more, that is a rice, that will help prevent the rice from becoming soggy when frying it. Hope you understand. Yes. I want to take this moment to say thank you for your support, for your love, for, keep coming back to my channel. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate every single view, every comment, and every share. Your support means a whole lot to me than you know. As you can see, I have some already fresh ginger and garlic. I wanted to add it to the sesame rice, but on this day I'm really really short of time, so I didn't even bother to add it. Okay, so I just have to show you that I wanted to add it, but I didn't add it, so I have to keep it. So I just make use of what I already prepare for the sesame rice. Now I'm adding all the spices. After adding the spices, I will go ahead, and these spices right here is my secret ingredient to making fried rice, sesame rice. Mention it. Sometimes I even add it to my hard chicken, but it's not necessary. I really love the flavor. It's really really good. I got it from in African shop. If you are here in the UK, definitely if you're in Nigeria, you will always get it too in the market. But in the UK, if you're here, you can always get it, or anywhere in Europe, you can always get it in African shop. It's really really good. The flavor is so so good for anything fried rice, sesame rice. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification bells. In my next video, I'll be sharing more simple Nigerian meals and easy cooking ideas for busy family. They are all ready and I am good to go for my week. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.